Hello and welcome to this timeless mystery reading. If you have found this reading, this is the right time for you to watch it. So let's get started and see what pops out. Divine messages for the viewer, spirit team. We have compassion for all. Seasonal harvest. Divine messages for the viewer, spirit team. Okay. Share your gifts. A new day. Nourish yourself. It's time to rise. Listen to your body. Ask for help. Notice the blessings. Okay. Okay, these are past life messages. We have ships, scribe or writer. Spouse, health, farm, angels, high priest or priestess. What messages do we have for the viewer? Divine guidance. For the viewer that was attracted to this reading. Angels and spirit guides. What messages do we have for the viewer? Angels and spirit guides. Divine messages for the viewer. And heart chakra. Okay. So your first card out is compassion for all. You see all these different creatures that are gathered together. You may have a similar type of group of friends that are very distinctly different, yet very much a cohesive group or team. Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. So this is the spirit team is reminding you that to be happy and free. You know, whatever that means to you, whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy to, you know, create things, go for a walk. I'm noticing all these greens which connect with the heart chakra in this card. And then we even have some greens echoed here in the sky. So follow what makes you happy and what makes you feel free. Okay, so we have seasonal harvest. We see this witch is harvesting what looks to be lettuce. From her garden, be sure to look up lettuce. There'll be additional spiritual messages for you there after the reading. So she's in a garden space. You may have, this may be a spiritual garden, maybe not like a physical garden. You may not have an actual backyard garden. You might have one though, but anyways, I feel it's more like a spiritual, like you've planted seeds in the past on projects, and now those projects are like, you know, coming to fruition, so to speak. Like spiritually, they've grown up and are now ready to harvest. It looks like her harvesting tool there is actually like a magic wand, so you may feel very connected magically to like earth energy, or this energy of planting and then harvesting. You know, this also speaks to hard work, right? This garden didn't just happen on its own. Seeds needed to be planted, cared for, nurtured, watered, you know, and then the weeds needed to be pulled out whenever they tried to take over. So like a lot of work has gone into this harvest. Other people see all this abundance around you, but they may not appreciate the fact of all the work that's gone into it. But her basket is full there. It looks like a basil, maybe some basil leaves as well. Be sure to look up basil. There'll be additional messages for you there after the video. And then we have share your gifts. So, and we have like 3 Polaroid pictures and like a camera. So you may be very talented, like to take photography, to do videography. You may be like an actress, a model, or some sort of a internet celebrity. I'm noticing all these hearts, so you may like have an Instagram following already. And if you don't have one, this is Spirit urging you that maybe you should think about getting one, because I mean, that camera is very, very much echoes like the Instagram icon. Your creativity positively impacts the world. It's ripe with beauty and innovation. Everyone benefits from your art, especially you. Get to know your talented inner muse. Nurture your vision. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. And this card is like an orangish color, so to me it's like connecting to your solar plexus chakra, or like your energy center, where your confidence is located in your body. And I'm seeing these like vines that are coming up, so it's like Spirit is telling you that like if you share your gifts and you plant these seeds, that you'll have these wild vines will grow up, and things may grow kind of like out of control in a good way. And we have a new day, so it's always a good sign to see the sun on a card. The sun is always, you know, happy, blessed, abundance, harvest time. The sun is like Leo energy, right? So it connects to those oranges and yellows. There, here we see a sheep, a bunch of sheep like on a farm, and like this rooster like signifying a new day. Also we have farm here. I haven't read this card yet, but I'm going to. But see the echoed symbology there of the farmhouse in both of these cards. So there's a synchronicity there. That's from the past life deck. So we have a new day. Let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that has run its course, a job that's lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. So a new day. So yeah, this is, you may feel that something really has to go in your current environment, like maybe a job. Out of all of those things, it may be time to release a relationship that's run its course, a job that's lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. So this card is like saying that you'll know whatever that thing is that has lost its luster to you. So like if it's a job, for example, you may have been feeling or thinking about getting a new job for the last, several months, or even maybe like the last year, like quite a while. I'm feeling for that card. But you'll know whatever that is, whatever needs to take on this new energy for you in your particular situation. And then we have nourish yourself with these like more like lettuce and celery and radishes. So another garden, which echoes this seasonal harvest. And also this a new day, right? Usually gardens are associated with farms. Okay, so we have nourish yourself. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show yourselves that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. So this is Spirit reminding you not to eat too much processed foods, to take the time to, we see the bunny munching on this piece of like lettuce here. So like eat more lettuce, have more salads, or however you like to enjoy your greens. You can maybe like put it on a sandwich. Cook something out of your freezer, like, it's just Spirit is reminding you not to eat too much junk food in your day-to-day existence because it's not good for you. And then we have it's time to rise. We see this person here is floating away on this love balloon. So I feel you may be floating away on some situation in your life. It's time to rise. You may know what area this is. You may be feeling your feet already lifting off the ground in some area. Probably your career related. No matter what's happening in our lives, we always have the potential to rise above it. Rising is one powerful choice away. Rise out of our negative thoughts or our limiting beliefs. Rise out of our comfort zone and our complaints. Rise out of our slump and out of the potato chip bag. Get up and rise. What are you waiting for, darling? So again, echoing that last card, with not eating potato chips. But I feel this is a actual ascension for you, viewer. Spiritually, you're ascending. She has her eyes closed in like this expression of bliss. This spiritual ascension, you may feel that you're actually like levitating. Her feet are actually like off the ground. You may feel that you're levitating, soaring to new heights. And it's making you very happy. She has a smile on her face. Listen to your body. So get enough exercise, get enough sleep, drink enough water. If you don't like plain water, you can drink juice, coffee, tea, put some sort of like a flavoring agent in it or make like iced tea or something like that. Go for a walk. So we have listened to your body. No matter how bad we feel, our bodies are always working on our behalf to create health and vitality. Meet your body halfway by acting on the messages it sends you. Whether it's a whisper or a roar, don't ignore what you hear. Listen to your body. It wants the best for you. So you may be feeling that inner urge to get more exercise or go for a walk outside or, eat better, as those previous cards have spoken to. And then we have ask for help. So we see this person here is holding hands with their, what appears to be guardian angel. So I feel that you're very connected to the spirit realm. You're very much holding your angel's hand. Your guides are very much around you, waiting for you to ask for help. Are you constantly giving to others, yet rarely receiving what you need? Then it's time to ask for help. You're not Superwoman, so there's no need to do it all yourself. You have an army of angels on speed dial. Give them a call. Communicate your needs and learn to receive, dear one. When we're open to the help that's all around us, the universe provides assistance. Make sure to look for the signs. Once you ask for help, they'll start appearing. So this is your spirit team is reminding you to actually voice your concerns to them and ask for their assistance, because they can't intervene unless you actually ask for help, or there's some sort of emergency and you don't want it to get to an emergency situation for them to step in. So it's better to just ask for their help in advance. And then we have notice the blessings. We have all these beautiful butterflies flying away on this card. You may feel there's a situation in your life that you very much want to fly away from. You may be noticing the transformative power of this butterfly totem. You may feel that you've gone through this period where you were in the chrysalis, and that you've just emerged as this new being, this new butterfly being, and that things are changing rapidly for you. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. So I would urge you to actually get a notebook and write down, like 10 things I am grateful for today, or 5 things I am blessed by today. Notice the blessings, right? So you want to be put in a position of having instead of wanting, right? So if you take the time to notice those blessings that Spirit has already sent you, then you'll be able to get more. So we have this one from the past life deck, and it says ships. So you're spiritually connected to ships. You may feel very connected to like waterways, or very much that you'd like to live on the water. Ships were very important to you at some point. You may have lived on a ship or extensively traveled on ships. This is a sailboat, so it's the wind picks up these sails, and then the person driving the boat like guides the sails in whatever direction. So you may feel very much that your life is you may know that you're connected to ships. You may you may have gone to see like ships in the harbor or whatever, and felt that pull, that past life pull connection to them. You may be fascinated by them. You may have like taken photographs of them, or like actually stepped onto them. Very much a pull to this water energy. So yeah, the sailboat is directed by the wind, right? So you may feel that very much your life is kind of analogy for this sailboat. Like you start off in a direction and you think you know where you're going, but then like the winds blow your ship around on the water, and you have to like adjust your sails to like get where you're going. It's like a constant course correction for you. just like a ship has to constantly course correct its sails to get to its destination. Then we have scribe or writer. So you were a scribe or a writer in a previous life. So that means that you were probably upper class. Usually only the upper class were trained in or were learned enough to even know how to read, never mind write. But we see the candle there. And a book. Also this like appears to be like a scroll that's sealed with like a wax seal. So you may have been some sort of a messenger to royalty. You may have been charged with like writing messages that were like sent to royalty. You're very connected to this fire energy of this candle here. So scribe or writer. So a good magic spell for you, because you got this card, would be to actually write down your intentions on a piece of paper. Light a candle. Say those intentions out loud. Light your candle. I would use a tea light. That way I could let it burn, my candle burn all the way down. I would then light my little piece of paper on fire carefully, of course, and then have a dish to put it into while it burns. You don't want to burn the house down doing this spell. And then let that paper go to ash, and then let that candle burn down all the way to the end, and your intentions will be sent off into the universe there. Also, this book is like telling me that you've really got a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of information, you have a really big reference point of data in your mind from previous lifetimes. Okay, then we have spouse. So you were married. You were a spouse in a previous lifetime. You see this male figure here kissing this woman. She's underneath, or she's holding this what are those called? The umbrellas that they used for shade there in like the 1800s or whatever, that's very much a dated thing. I mean, people don't really walk down the street with umbrellas anymore. Well, I have seen a few people, but it's very rare. But like, again, they're in like a garden or some sort of like really, there's lots of flowers in the background. So I'm getting that this marriage, this connection was very very much helped your soul to blossom. Again, they're both holding on to the bouquet. So whether you were the male or female in this connection, you may have switched lifetimes, like male to female. You may have been a male in a previous life if you're a female in this one, or vice versa. But they're both holding on to that bouquet. So this connection, this marriage helped you to both grow spiritually and both blossom spiritually. Then we have health. This very much reminds me of like the you know, the symbols that's on like the drugstore, what is that called? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, you know what I mean? The symbol for like the pharmacy. So you may have been a doctor, a medicine man or woman, some sort of a spiritual healer in a previous lifetime. You may still have this ability to spiritually heal. I get a very Egyptian-like energy from this card. You may have lived in Egypt. You may have been a doctor in Egypt. The snake has its eye open but its mouth closed. You may have been very much an observer of healing rituals. In the past, you may have a lot of like inner knowledge, inner wisdom that you may not even be consciously aware of, that you're in possession of from these previous lifetimes. And then we have farm. So you most likely lived on a farm, probably owned a farm. You probably still feel a really strong connection to horses. You probably learned how to ride horses at a very young age. Even if you didn't learn in this lifetime, you've always felt a very strong pull toward horses and how majestic of an animal they are. You've probably always wanted to own a farm in this lifetime, whether that's been a possibility for you or not. You've definitely always felt the pull to own these large swaths of land that you probably owned in previous lifetimes. And then we have angels. So this card tells me you're very connected to the angelic realm. You're very much in touch with these angelic beings. When you meditate, you're able to connect directly to the spirit realm, and you may hear words. You may hear like someone's talking to you, or you may get visions of information directly from the angels. You may feel like you've perceived to have angels walking with you throughout your life. You may have had a dream where you saw yourself with like two angels, one on either side of you, that are walking through life with you, guiding you. Whether or not you're religious, that doesn't really matter, because you're spiritually connected to angels or these light beings. You're very much watched over, protected, guided. Your angels very much want to help you. We have asked for help in this previous card with the angel on it. So they're there. They're waiting for you to ask for help. They want to help you. They want to make your journey easier. All you got to do is ask. Okay, and then we have high priest or priestess. So you may have been an actual high priest or priestess in a previous life. You may be embodying this high priest or priestess in this lifetime, whether you're male or female. You may be very intuitive, very much in touch with your inner knowing. You may just get information. You may just know things. Like the high priest or priestess, in ancient times, people would come to them for advice because they just knew things. Or if a question was asked of the high priest or priestess, they could meditate on that question and be able to come back with an answer. So I feel like you're very much embodying this type of energy where you're able to meditate and pull these answers out of the spirit realm and down to like the earthly realm to like manifest them. We see her hands are raised in this position of like open communication to the higher realms. I feel that you're very open, very much waiting for that energy to kind of like come and drop into your hands type thing. Her eyes are closed, so she doesn't physically see, but she sees a lot with her third eye. She very much can perceive others' intentions, energies, their thoughts and feelings, things that they're not saying. She very much is able to feel into people and situations. I feel that you very much are able to feel into people and situations. And then we have 10, authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. We have number 26, empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others and the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Number 13, coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. I feel you very much are starting to create the reality that you desire. And then we have 18, cosmic flower. The frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into this world. We have number 4, heart chakra. Frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. I'm going to pull a trinket. Ask for help is at the center of your reading, by the way. And health. There may be a health issue you need to ask for help with. Some healing, some divine healing to your physical body that you need to ask for. You'll know. Let me pull a trinket. Okay. 3 came out. We have the spiral, which indicates the cycles of life, how time is not linear, but it's a spiral. Day and night, male, female, the cycles of the seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. Cyclical nature of life and energy. We're going to put that on listen to your body. Then we have the 2 swans that are like in a heart shape, or they're a meeting of the minds here. You're going to have a meeting of the minds with someone. This represents a male and a female energy. You could be very much, your male and female energies could be very much, you could be very much learning how to blend them and balance them out energetically. You could be meeting a significant other. We're going to put that on spouse. And then we have a little girl. So you may have a girl child. You may feel very much connected to little girls. This may be your inner child. Spirit may be reminding you to have more fun. You know, children play a lot. So Spirit reminding you to play. And we're going to put that on a new day. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so very much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.